Here we go. Costello in the shotgun. Running back goes into motion. Costello drops back, looks to his right, doesn't see anybody, looks back. Time. It's a sack on time.
Third down, coach. Third down.
Rancho Verde is pretty loaded. Very athletic team. Neil Smith looks like he's playing in the safety or linebacker position here for Rancho Verde. Playing a line. Back to us.
Well, Dave Zink.
How's it going, Lewis? We on air?
Pretty good day so far.
Yeah. I gave him a little rundown as to where we're at this point. La Quinta defeating Cantwell to get into the final, and Rancho Verde coming back on La Sierra for the final. Costello back. Time. He's timed out again. He just can't find any cover.
La Quinta had to beat Tahakowitz to get here and West Valley, and then beat Cantwell. And Cantwell had beaten Moreno Valley earlier. We've seen a heavy dose of Inland Valley League teams here so far.
Most definitely. And Rancho Verde, let's run down who they beat.
Rancho Verde beat Arlington, and then they beat La Sierra to get here.
Both league foes.
Right. I can't remember who they beat in the first round.
Came back on La Sierra to win 32-30 late.
Right.
They handled Arlington pretty well. I think they picked off.
Oh, they beat Elsinore in the first game. So a couple teams we saw last week from the Paloma Valley tournament, they're here as well.
And for Rancho Verde, their defense has got them here, shutting down. Hold on one second. Costello back, looking to the corner here. Tipped up by the corner, and there's no play. I don't know how good they're seeing this, Lewis, because I'm watching the play, trying to move this and talk on Mike. But I think we're getting it.
Well, it's going to be an interesting day no matter what. I mean, it's been a good one. High temperatures here in Beaumont.
103, 104, you'd
right.
say? Here we go. Rancho Verde with the ball. Second quarterback looking for Rancho. Incomplete.
It's interesting. I'll talk to Duffy about this two quarterback rotation. Obviously, he's getting both his quarterbacks some work as they move through the day.
It's not ejecting. It's not ejecting.
Forget it.
Backup quarterback. Rancho Verde over the middle.
6 points, Rancho Verde.
Currently 12-6 Rancho Verde. I don't know if we got that on camera because we were still working on the camera, but we'll see. We'll turn this.
You got it at home though. If you're watching the live webcast, you got that there. So that's the good news.
You do, but the camera was pointed downfield and the play was over here.
There we got it. I got it.
So, we got it, huh?
Yeah, we got it, yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Rancho Verde for the point after. Man in motion. Quarterback takes the snap, rolls to his left, looking over the middle.
Good job.
The point after is good. 13-6, Rancho Verde.
Now, La Sierra really jumped on Rancho Verde early in the semifinals game.
17, and then 17 nothing, 17-6.
Right.
They were up by as much as 2 touchdowns, almost 3. I think they're up at 3 at one point. But Rancho Verde, their defense is what's been carrying them here against Arlington. They picked off Lavender, who we saw last week and did very well, but he got picked off 3 times in that game. And then turned around and, here we go. Costello again, looking deep. They got the corner beat. Oh, he dove for it. Didn't quite get it. Led him well. Could have been a touchdown right there. Second down. But Rancho kind of beat up on Lavender, then fell behind to La Sierra. La Sierra, kind of a pesky team, I'll tell you. They, defensively and all, they just didn't keep it throughout the whole game. They kind of, late in the games, fell apart. Really, either that or Rancho made great adjustments, because all of a sudden Rancho found the seams in their defense and were picking it apart. Here we go, Costello. Shotgun.
How do you know this is Costello?
Because I asked the coach.
Oh, did you?
Costello makes the throw down in the flats. Not much.
No, not as physical as we saw last week.
No, Rancho, Verde, and Arlington was a little physical, and we saw a little heard a little jawing.
Right.
The La Sierra, we saw a little jawing at the end, especially when they won. Those two defensive players for Rancho Verde, I think. Expletive.
That was expletive deleted.
Yeah, exactly. They caused us to have to mute that at some point when we put that up for highlights. Of course, you can check out all these videos over the next week on HS Game Time Live, or HS Game Time, excuse me. We will have videos of all the games. You can pick the game you want to see and watch them. And we got all the championship bracket games from this tournament, the Beaumont tournament. Costello rolls right, looks right, throws deep. Well, he got behind the defense. There's obviously a missed coverage there. Both the safety and the corner bit up. And he found the open spot behind them. Touchdown, La Quinta. Looks like they're going to...
There's your phone ruining our whole show. That's horrifying.
It is horrifying. Hello. Nothing. I'm on the air right now. Can I call you back? Okay, I'll call you back. That was my brother-in-law, probably wanting to find out if Arlington won or lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Nephews go, hey, we know. They're going home. He'll be happy. The poker game will go on as scheduled on the appropriate time because a coach will be there. Travis Champion back in, taking the snap, drops back, looks right over the middle, wide open, splits the defense and gets just inside the 20 for a first down. Looks to be about the 18. First down, Rancho Verde. Quick strike. Travis Champion is not wasting time.
And that's really
his third year starting.
That's really Rancho Verde's MO, I think, is they want to be quick. They want to get people off balance because this team is remarkably athletic.
Champion with the snap, looks, quick throw, right, touchdown. Wow. Good throw, good elevation. There was nobody going to get that but the receiver.
And that's going to be
good, strong throw. That they definitely have some.
I'd say more of a tight end position right there in the middle. Mm-hmm. He threw that was the guy that really brought him back in that game against La Sierra.
Yes, obviously his athleticism speaks for itself. That was a great throw and catch. Champion went 2 plays for a touchdown. Drops back, looks again, making adjustments, throws hard, intercepted. The point after.
2 points for Quinta.
So La Quinta increases their score to 8 points.
Right, they get 2 points for the interception.
Rancho Verde has 12.
And that's huge because, you know, if you think about that, it's really only a 4-point swing for Rancho Verde on this particular one.
Right, and it could have been a lot worse right there. I think he kind of threw into a lot of coverage there. Travis probably thought he could. He thinks he can get the ball in anywhere, but that's pretty tight space to try and put a ball. Might have been better off just throwing it to the kid in the flat, see if he could do something with it. La Quinta takes over at the 40. Costello at quarterback. They're running 3 to the left. 1 scrapes down underneath. 1 deep corner route. Hit him in the hands. Can't seem to bring it in. A little bit of defensive pressure. Rancho Verde player shaken up, but it looks like he's okay. The La Quinta receiver had both hands on that ball and position, but just couldn't seem to bring it in, gather it, and it's an incomplete pass. Costello back again. Running back in the backfield. They got 2 running backs in the backfield here. Different little set, working different. Running back goes into motion right. Costello drops back, looks. He's looking for the deep routes, corner route, fighting for the ball. No one can get it. And true to form, Rancho Verde is doing a little talking.
A lot of talking there.
Yeah.
A lot of unhappy. This kid that was on the receiving end, he really was a key element in their win against West Valley in the quarters, which was a very tight game as well. I don't know what the score was for Cantwell, but it was a huge one for La Quinta.
Well, here we go. It's third down, I believe. Third down. Over center, taking the snap. Costello drops back, rolls a little bit to the left, throws a deep route. Receiver, nope, didn't get the throw out deep enough. Rancho Verde had that covered. Got position and just didn't allow him to the ball. The receiver actually had to go over the defender to try and get that ball.
Rancho Verde will get the ball back now.
Yep, and they rotate 2 quarterbacks. It was kind of interesting because in the last game, La Sierra had quite a lead. And it's readily apparent here, I think, that Travis Champion is the better of the 2 quarterbacks, but they rotated them equally given...
It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that they're going to do that.
But you'd think, because of the competitive nature of football teams, that at some point when you're down a couple scores, you decide, well, here, you sit out a couple, let's see if we can get Travis to get us back in the game. But they didn't. They stuck to the team concept, and they paid off for him, because actually the winning touchdown was actually scored not by Travis, but by the backup quarterback. Who you're watching now. First down, takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking down the right side. Oh, looks back over the middle. Caught again. They found that seam just underneath, over the backers, under the defensive backs.
And really, I mean, this is passing league is for a team like Rancho Verde is going to be really critical because it's all about timing and precision and everything else.
It can be very frustrating.
Right.
I don't know. I think they found a soft spot in the La Quinta defense as it sits now. Right over the linebackers where they've completed a few passes here right over the middle.
Now, I can't remember if La Quinta is in the same division in CIF as Rancho Verde is.
Yes.
But La Quinta historically is a team that's not afraid to play. They play anybody. They played Norco. They play Colton.
Now, wasn't it last year that they kind of snuck in the back door with the DVL title?
Right.
They were actually they were pinning DVL title.
I think Palm Springs won it. I think
at some point Palm Desert had a hand in that.
Right.
La
Quinta was. I mean, the Desert Valley League has been very, very tough the last few years.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got with Palm Desert and Palm Springs. Palm Springs winning a divisional championship.
Yeah, it's a wide open battle, but they did sneak away with the title last year. No one was talking about them winning the title, and they ended up doing it. Snap, looking left, throws a little high, gets some yards, and just inside the first down marker. So first down. Floated that ball a little bit. You got an aggressive defensive back.
So in this tournament today, we've seen Banning, we've seen Beaumont, we've seen Elsinore again. We've seen them now for the second time. La Quinta, Coachella Valley, Cantwell,
Merino
Valley, Arlington,
La Sierra.
Victor Valley was here as well earlier. Tahakowitz, we talked to Mike Schroeder earlier in the day. You can catch that video on demand.
Snap, looking right.
That might be a sack,
it's a long set of time. But, he's got it covered, throws it away.
Covered sack on that one. And they're nearing halftime here.
No covered sack. He threw the ball away.
Right.
They didn't give it to him. If he would have held, it would have been.
Let me see if we can line up the Beaumont head coach. He's right over here calling the action, the back judge, and see if he'll come on and talk to us at halftime.
That'd be nice.
Talking about his air assault tournament.
Rancho looking to score again. Currently with a 4-point lead, 12-8. Another completion down to about the 10, inside the 10.
Yeah, not only the 5 because the orange line here is the goal line. Yeah, maybe call it the 10. Coach Stockham over here from Beaumont is kind of the line judge here. A little bit of a breeze so far this afternoon.
It stopped for a while and was really hard. It got a little warm.
We got a little warm, yeah.
Yeah, plenty of water, big frilly hats.
I had to go buy a hat.
Sunblock.
You like my hat? You know what it cost?
Good on you.
$3.50.
Wow.
Got it at
I just pulled mine out of my closet.
Got it at a gas station.
Hat.
Right.
Here we go. Drop back. Looking to his left. Looks back over the middle.
And he got it. Touchdown. And again, back to the tight end.
Second touchdown to the tight end.
Was that good, Coach?
Scraping the back.
6 points.
Scraping the back end of that end zone. kind of got behind the coverage, in front of the coverage.
Right.
Really didn't have any way. I don't think there's a way to cover that guy.
No, he's so big and so physical and so fast too.
You really need to hit him.
Right.
And this isn't the type of tournament where you're hitting people.
Yeah. And that's been the biggest question for Rancho Verde is the physicality.
Here we go. Point after for Rancho. Currently at 12-8. Actually, 18-8. This could add to it. Almost.
Halftime.
No.
Tight end. It's halftime, and it is now Rancho Verde 18 and La Quinta 8. You're looking at halftime. There's Lewis going to get us an interview for the halftime. Guys talking, Lewis talking with them. Look at this. Lewis pulls the Beaumont coach aside and asks him to come on over here. So we'll have Lewis take a minute to interview the Beaumont football coach. Hold on one second.
On webcam, so it's on TV? Or
well, it's on the Press Enterprise website,
okay.
PE.com,
Great.
HS Game Time.
Sure.
All right, we're with Coach Paul Lopez. Coach, how many years now for you here at Beaumont?
This will be my third year.
Third year, and you got a lot of new staff, a lot of new faces on there, a couple from across the way in the past as well.
We've put together pretty good staff.
Right.
We're excited about our team this year.
And you talk about that. You need that kind of staff when you go into a league like you're going into with the Hemet schools and Citrus Hill, which you're familiar with as well. Talk about that going into the new league.
Well, I think the league's going to be even tougher. I think with West Valley, he was here today. They're really athletic, and Hemet's going to be pretty well. San Jacinto is always tough,
right.
And Citrus Hill is always going to have athletes. So, we've got our work cut out for it.
Right. People forget, that you guys have that historical rivalry with San Jacinto. That's kind of it's always a game that people look forward to as well. And then you add the Hemet schools back into West Valley, who you guys haven't seen probably that much over the last few years, and Hemet, who you haven't seen. I think I looked it up. The last time Hemet and Beaumont played was like 1967.
Yeah,
so
it's been a while.
Kind of exciting. It's going to be a deep league too as well.
It will be. I think with our teams, I think Talkowitz is going to be real tough. I mean, they showed some real toughness here today.
Right.
I think we're going to be better offensively and defensively than we were last year. I think we underperformed last year. We should have been better than 5-5, and our kids feel that, and they feel like they have something to prove.
The program kind of been, in kind of a state of flux for a few years now. Do you feel like even though it was 5-5, that the program's now on the upward tick now, I guess?
Well, when we took over, came in about 3 years ago, they had been 2-8 for 3 or 4 straight years.
Right.
So we haven't been in the playoffs since like 2004. So
uncharacteristic for the Beaumont program historically.
Yeah.
Right.
So we want to get back on track, and that's our goal, is to win the Mountain Pass League championship and go to CIF.
Right. Now, this tournament, you brought together a lot of nice teams here. We've seen Rancho Verde and La Quinta as well, two very well-skilled programs. Talk about the tournament and how it came together.
Well, they ran the tournament last year in Banning, and it was very well organized. We attended it, and we thought the coaches did a good job. And John Stockham, who's now one of our assistant coaches, has been the tournament director, and he's done a really great job today putting it together to make it happen. We've had schools come in from LA, from the high desert, low desert, and we're hoping to expand it next year.
Right. So, I mean, especially with this facility here at the Beaumont Sports Complex, you definitely can. You do that. You can accommodate a lot of teams. That's for sure.
That we can. We're hoping we're putting in a brand new stadium with an all-turf stadium. We're hoping to, add that to it and expand it for next year.
And when does that come online?
Well, they're making dirt fly over there now, so we're hoping by next football season.
Excellent.
Not this year, but the next year.
For you guys today, anyone stand out in your mind today in your performances?
From our team?
Yeah.
Well, our quarterback is young. He's learning. Josh Martin is learning as a quarterback, but I'd say our running back, Devin Simpson, has done a good job. Ryan Angel played pretty well today, and so we've got some things we've got to work on, but we saw some positive things as well.
Great. So what's next for you guys? Do you get another tournament, or do you guys have a little bit of a break before the start of the regular season? What's going on?
We've got a few more weeks. We're going to go to a tournament in LA and play there and get better and so forth at St. Paul High School, and then then it's time to put the helmets and shoulder pads on and have some fun.
And who do you open with?
We'll with Cathedral City, September 10th here at Beaumont.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate it. All right.
For being here.
All right, Coach Lopez from Beaumont High School here, HS Game Time Live. We have more from the championship game of the Air Assault Tournament featuring Rancho, Verde, and La Quinta. All right. Well, Dave Zink, Coach Lopez talked to us for a while. There's your microphone back.
Thank you. Yeah. Third year, huh?
Third year. And, he pointed out the fact that they have not had a lot of success, over the last few years, basically since the retirement of Gary Harvey, a longtime coach. And, now they go into a new league. The Mountain Pass League restructured. Banning comes out. Rubidoux comes out. A few others come out as well. And you bring in the Hemet schools in San Jacinto. A very compelling league for a lot of us kind of old-time Riverside County folks as well. All right, getting ready to see the second half here of La Quinta and
Rancho
Verde.
Rancho Verde leading currently 18-6. They scored just before halftime. Didn't convert the point after. But they seem to be in control of this thing. Both Travis Champion and their backup quarterback has marched them right down the field. Travis went in 2 plays, they scored on 2 throws. A 30-yard completion, and then a 10-yard touchdown.
So we'll start off the second half seeing Champion.
Yeah, right. Champion starts all over again here. Rancho Verde with the ball first, looks over the middle underneath, throws to his favorite target, it seems, right now. We've got to get that guy's name, the tight end. I have a feeling he's going to have an impact on their success this year. He seems like quite a good receiver. Looks big, pretty big kid.
Very big kid.
He can block pretty well.
Right.
Now, Rancho Verde pretty much cakewalked through the Inland Valley League last year. Went undefeated into the playoffs. Won their first round game, correct?
Right, against Great Oak, and they got pummeled by Norco.
Yeah, their last 4 games before Norco, right. It wasn't Norco, it was Centennial.
Centennial, right, correct.
Travis Champion throwing over the middle to his tight end again. That's 2 passes, 2 completions to the tight end.
He's got at least 6 catches in this
yes,
so
he
far.
does. 6 catches, 2 touchdowns. This is pretty much I think it's 2 on 7.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing that Pete Duffy mentioned last year is that he didn't have the physicality to match up with some of those teams from the Big 8 and that talent-wise, I mean, he put a lot of guys in Division I, but the depth really wasn't there. And I look at this today and I look at this team and I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is a very athletic team. They're very skilled.
Champion back, looking left, throws to the corner, wide open, touchdown, Rancho Verde. Got a cramp?
Got a cramp, right.
Rancho Verde, 6 points.
Very well designed play. Nice little in corner. Slant in, slant go to the corner. Travis just kind of throws it up over there. The defensive back cramped up. I don't know if that had anything to do with him getting that touchdown, but he lost his coverage due to a cramp. Here we go. So now it's 24-6. Rancho looking to add to that. Throws right. Point after is good. That's 25-6. I'm saying this is an anticlimactic. I would say that the Rancho Verde La Sierra game was a little more interesting. Yeah, the penultimate game, but ultimately the ultimate.
Probably
game.
Should have streamed that one too.
Yeah, because they had to come back. They were down big and had to come back. Here we go. La Quinta not wasting any time. Costello takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action pass, tries to throw to the flats, overthrows the receiver, running back, and it will be second down. Costello looks nice.
All right, so I asked you this earlier.
Well, hold on a minute, but La Quinta actually is a running team too.
Right.
The Costello looks pretty nice. Looks like you could do some things with that.
I think you'll have plenty from La Quinta today. I mean, the rest of the season. I think there's 3 teams that really, or there's 4 teams I think that really stand out. And just because of the way that the bracket worked out, I think that the teams that I really have been impressed by, with one overthrown. I think the Rancho Verde, obviously the best team I think that's here today. I think La Sierra was a huge surprise at how they came out, and they weren't afraid of Rancho Verde at all.
Yeah.
And then I think the other one too is West Valley. Even though they lost this game to La Quinta,
and they played tough last week too. They gave Paloma Valley a really good game, and actually just remember there was contested as to whether they lost, and that was in overtime.
I'm going to say right now, that's thinking into it right now, that they will be the team to beat in the Mountain Pass League.
West Valley?
West Valley will be.
Well, I'm sure that Coach would like to hear you say that one.
Probably not.
Well, nothing. Another throw.
And this kid on the outside for La Quinta has been very nice today as well.
Yeah. They just don't. La Quinta just doesn't have the weapons that Rancho Verde has. I mean, they're good. They look like a good football team.
Right.
They're going to have to beat you over time, and I think the physical nature of their team is what makes them very competitive.
Right.
Because they're in the race every year. But I don't think it's the passing game and passing defense that gets them their wins.
Mike 3, ready?
And La Quinta, was like the new kid on the block in the Desert Valley League not so long ago, and it seems to me that they are probably the big dog.
They're definitely, I think, the program to beat in the even though Palm Springs is coming out of the championship, I think they're the team to beat year in and year out, or they're the standard.
Nice defense. Tried to throw underneath.
And
looks like
cramp.
Two guys got hurt. One kid with a cramp. He's the same cramp that he cramped up on the touchdown.
Right.
He doesn't want to come out.
Yeah, now he's gonna come out.
They're bringing him out.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when it's 103 and you're playing 4 and 5 games and sweating and it's dry out. You don't get enough water, enough hydration, you end up start cramping up. And it looks like La Quinta, again, a small squad too. Not many guys out here on the La Quinta side. Or Rancho for that matter.
Breezy all of a sudden.
Now, over the last couple weeks though, I'd say, Arlington showed up. We've got some teams that have showed up. There's some quality.
I think Arlington will be a team that we're going to see something late in the playoffs with.
Interception.
Right. So
for La Quinta, that's 2 more points, so that makes it 25-8. 25-10.
I think we'll see Arlington make a run in the playoffs. I mean, because you have all the elements. They have a quarterback that can throw and you can scramble. They have probably one of the best running backs in the division, if not Riverside County or the Inland Empire. They've got some size up front. So I think we'll see Arlington down the road. I'm not worried about Arlington at all. I think they're showing, by getting to the quarters here, getting to the finals last week. The bigger question, I think, Murrieta Valley. We saw Murrieta Valley in the championship win it last week. Do they have enough firepower to compete in that Southwestern League with Chaparral and Vista Murrieta? And that's going to be the question for them. Discipline-wise, I thought Greg Ireland, your friend Greg Ireland, the sandbagger, did a great job.
Big time sandbagger. Well, and they like he said, they pretty much replaced their entire team.
Right.
I mean, everybody's new, but they seem to be able to retool real quick. Greg Ireland's a heck of a coach. Sticks to the basics and does very well with it. Costello rolling a little bit right, throws right, comeback, broke off the pattern. That was right into the hole. Right. I mean, there was the one hole in their defense right there on the right-hand side. Right there, they had guys, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys surrounding him and still got it in there.
So got a good day talking to Coach. Talked to Coach Lopez from Beaumont. Talked to Coach Booth from La Sierra. Mike Schroeder from Tockwitz. Talked to Ted Watkins from
Moreno Valley.
Got
a little bit with Superior Reed.
Yep.
Yeah, and some good football. Right. And again, you can see all of this on HS Game Time. Just go look in the video player. You'll see all these games and many others from last week. Interviews we had last week. La Quinta just scored.
Nice touchdown.
So they were at 10. They're now at 16. It's 25-16. They're still within reach. 9 down. They get this point, they could be 8 down, 1 score. Haven't heard a time yet, but we'll probably get the time here in a minute. We are second half. Rancho looking to win the title, and this is called the
Air Assault Tournament, second Air Assault Tournament.
Air Assault Tournament.
If you were paying attention, Coach Lopez said that was held in Banning last year.
I heard, and Coach Stockham was the one who has spearheaded this, right?
Right.
I was listening.
Coach Stockham over here on the side line.
Costello drops back, looks left into the flat. He's not going to get there. Okay, so with probably half of the second half gone, about another 10 minutes left, we have La Quinta cutting into Rancho Verde's lead. It is now 25-16.
So they must not have called that a touchdown.
What?
Yeah.
Work. Third down.
Wow. Okay, well, let's go backwards here. In the words of Nels,
right.
No, where it's at. All right, I take that back. It is still 25-10. And La Quinta is still trying to score.
They must have called it took too long, right?
Yeah. Costello over center, looks right, throws
there
right.
There he goes.
Touchdown.
Nice
now
play.
There's a touchdown.
Right.
And now it is 25-16. La Quinta is going for, where are you going here? The point after still. It's 25-16. La Quinta's looking to cut it to 25-17. Get themselves within a score and a...
That's right. Hey.
Boy, what specimens on the defense for Rancho Verde, you know? There you go, Emil. Intercepted 2 points. That was Emil Smith, who I believe, hasn't he just said he's going to give a commitment to a Utah school?
I believe so, right. He's just been, he's been unbelievable today so far, defensively playing that kind of linebacker spot.
Great specimen. I mean, he's got running back speed, receiver speed, and they're playing him. I mean, he's a big kid. He's what, 6'3", 6'4",
right?
Probably 240 right there. And you saw his athleticism, was able to rotate out to the back, out of the backfield, and jumped up to take the ball away. Interception.
We're about halfway through the game. They said 10 minutes now, so it looks like La Quinta's got to get an interception, get some good stuff rolling here in this title game.
That's right. And with that interception, Rancho Verde has now extended their lead to 27-16. Here we go, and it just gets worse. Travis Champion is back. Last possession he had 2 strikes, touchdown. Looks down the right-hand side, throws deep over the top, and overthrows everyone.
Had 4 guys there from La Quinta there. It was kind of a dangerous pass.
I think he was going for just the one guy that was there with no shirt.
Right.
It's his Rancho Verde friend.
It would have been sweet if he could have put that in there.
That would have been really nice. But I think that's kind of a risky throw. I think I agree with you. But, you know, that's the passing league's for.
Did you get a chance to talk to Pat McCarthy from Arlington earlier?
No, I didn't even see him.
He probably didn't want to talk to you.
You know what?
You kept saying that.
I'll get the post-game interview tonight.
He did the shout-out for you last week.
Yeah, he sure did. That's only because he wants me to go play in his poker tournament tonight. That's right, Arlington's having a poker tournament. Boom, Travis Champion throws right to his favorite target, tight end. I wish I knew his name.
Third down. Isaiah.
That's his new name. I wish I knew his name.
Isaiah, when he breaks, you got to get to the flag.
Lewis, what's his name? Come on. You're the shell answer, man.
I don't know what his name is. Kid with long hair and a ponytail.
At this point, we should know his name.
Right.
He's caught the ball so many times. He's got to have.
He's had like 10 catches.
10 catches? So we went 2 cameras today. Got a lot of footage, a lot of game footage of our local teams. We're down to this last game, second half, about 10 minutes left. Travis Champion driving Rancho Verde.
Don't do that now. Just get you to go up the field. Come on.
Pete Duffy there getting after his guys.
Just a little.
There's Duffy right there.
Always coaching.
He's got his black Under Armour shirt on with his Rancho Verde
football shirt on top. Pete coached down in LA, isn't that right?
Right.
LA Baptist, was it?
No, he coached. I think I've coached at one of the LA public schools.
Oh, that's right.
Go, Manny.
Here we go.
And at West Valley for a season.
Champion over the middle. Oh, just overthrew the open guy. You know, but that's he checked off 3 guys. It was his 4th read. Found him. Receiver calling for the ball. Threw it on the end line. Even if he would have caught that, I don't think he could have come down in bounds.
Sam 3.
champion. Shotgun, single in the back, or excuse me, single back in the backfield. Champion looking right, throws right to his favorite target.
Just misses him
Hit him in the hands, just couldn't pull it in.
Let's get it right. Let's go down. Third down. 6 minutes.
They just called 6 minutes left in the game. So, Lewis, you think a touchdown here would put this thing away for him?
I do. 6 minutes left. I mean, they're kind of playing some ball control now.
Yeah.
Some short passes. They're going for the end zone too, but this is kind of set up with some shorter stuff.
Travis looking for a third down conversion here. They've got to get in the end zone or they turn the ball over. Champion looking left, looking right, over the middle, too high again. That's 3 overthrown balls by Travis Champion right after we praised him for his outstanding, or at least I did, for an outstanding drive last time at quarterback.
Well, it's hard to believe, Dave. We're about a month away from our first HSA Game Time Live, which will be August 23rd. It's a Monday, I believe. We'll do our kind of season previews with everybody at PE.com and HSGameTime.pe.com. So we'll have 36 shows this year, going all the way to December 11th for the championship weekend.
So mount up, Mike from Norco. Mount up.
Queenie from Colton.
That's right. Who's our buddy from corner routes? Overthrow. Trying to throw the back corner. Actually, had my camera on there, that would have been a perfect shot.
La Quinta will get the ball back.
What was the guy from Cajon?
Kevin from Cajon.
Kevin from Cajon.
All right.
That's right. Yeah, we got groupies. Queenie from Colton is the most interesting of all our groupies.
I don't know if I'd call them groupies. I think I'd call them fans who call the show.
Okay.
Let's not get carried away.
Okay. Fans who call the show every week,
right,
go into the realm of groupie.
Maybe in your realm.
Yeah, you know, Mike from Norco. We met him at the Norco game. Remember that? He's a big fella.
You still haven't eaten any funnel cake.
Oh, look at this. Out and up. Rancho had it covered. Boy.
Really picking that left side of the Rancho Verde defense.
They are, right? But he's been to the challenge the entire time. Right. That was a little out and up, and he actually got open for a minute, but he recovered. I mean, it must be nice to have athletes. Definitely to have athletes good enough that they can actually get beat on the first and still catch up on the out, or on the up, excuse me. Costello looks left.
Going again.
Sits underneath. Makes the catch. And is stopped short of the 20.
Third down right here.
Third down now.
They got to convert here. If they don't convert this, they turn the ball over to Rancho with probably 3 minutes left.
Hey, here we go.
I don't know if I should be dandy Don yet or not, but Costello calling the play. Puts his running back in motion, takes the snap, looks right, looks like, holds the ball pretty long, but throws it over the middle, intercepted. Never open. Costello was second guessing himself.
That's a tough one too, because now they get 2 points out of the deal, and now they get to get the ball back, and I think we'll see the second string guy come in now.
Well, and you got, you know, he was looking down the right side the whole way, and I think he thought he was going to sneak one over the middle eventually. But the secondary at Rancho Verde is very efficient.
Right.
They cover pretty much the field. I don't think you're going to beat them anywhere. I don't think you can beat them deep. I think you can pick them apart underneath. They'll give you the first 10 or 15 yards, but nothing deep.
Well, I think what you're going to see is like a team like Arlington's going to run at them and then surprise them with a few Brian Lavender rollouts. And
yeah, and what Superior said really makes sense. You know, they got to practice a passing game, or they put 10 in the box and just stop the run.
Right.
You got to keep them honest.
In high school, though, you know, 10 in the box with Superior Reed may not matter.
Possession. What's that?
With an athlete like Superior Reed in high school, it may not matter. You know, you put 10 in the box and try to stop him.
Yeah, but you know,
he gets
pounding.
Then he gets loose, you know, because he's so quick.
If he does, though, as you remember in the Norco game, he did get his yards, but he got beat up pretty good.
He did.
I mean, you've got it.
Well, that's Norco, though.
But you got to keep him on. But you're going to be playing teams like that.
Right. That's true. I mean, I hear you.
You play for the worst team you play. You play for the best team you played. So, I mean, you know, you look at what they did. I think they don't want to put as much wear on his body throughout the season to get him the yards. So,
And Quinta doing a nice job of coverage. Yeah.
He had to throw it away.
Right.
Final. They might get the ball back here for another chance. I don't think it'll matter much. I think it's already over.
Wow. Why do you have to like put him down like that?
Just call him like I see him.
It's unbelievable. I mean, young impressionable kids here, and you're already telling them that they might as well just quit.
Quit now. We can all go home. Come on, Lewis. I don't want him to quit. Come on. Okay, so you're going to tell me that you think they're going to win?
I'm just saying. I don't think that you got
to soda on it. Okay, there we go. You got a Coke on it? Okay, good. Coke on it.
I think I'll get lunch at Substation.
Throws right. Catches it way short of the 20.
Right.
La Quinta regains possession and another opportunity to score, cut into their lead.
They got 1 minute here before this is
Boy,
over.
we got here a while ago, and this was just a beehive of activity.
Right, this was full when I got here.
Now we're standing here, and the only two people, or only two teams that are here are the last two teams. It's funny how in passing league, they don't even stay around to see who won. It's like they're done. Bye.
Well, Mike Schroeder, as we mentioned, was going to the river, to his single wide down there.
Must be tough.
You got a single wide down by the river, don't you, Zink?
No, my friend does, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mooch off the single wide in the river, at the river. Swing the camera around. We'll show who the idiot is who has that right over here. There he is.
So, nice.
He'll be at the river. He probably wants to be at the river now.
You can just go. It's probably about a 3.5, 4 hour drive from here at this point.
Poker tonight, man.
Poker tonight, right.
It's all for charity. Costello looking left. He sees the deep route, throws it deep. Touchdown.
Nice play.
You know, that's been a couple times of doing that, and it's finally been successful for them. It was an out and up again.
That's the game.
On the inside.
That is the game.
So there you have it. Touchdown. Rancho Verde.
Extra point right here. Let's go.
And get the extra point in, but that is the game. Rancho Verde has won this championship.
Wouldn't it have been nice if we could take Rancho Verde and then take last week's winner, put them together, see how that works?
That sounds like a pretty good CIF playoff game.
Yeah, it does.
That sounds like an inland division CIF playoff game, but they're not in the inland division anymore.
Quinta trying to end on an up note. Just scored. Point after. Ball's dropped.
I'm going to walk out and see if I can see Frank Coach Duffy and talk to him real quick. Turn my microphone on mute.
Rancho Verde withstands the last-minute assault by La Quinta to end up winning the Air Assault Tournament, second annual. They defeated La Quinta. Isn't that nice? We're going to actually give you the trophy presentation, and then hopefully we'll get an interview with. Tell them to stop right there. I think it comes with shirts and a trophy. See, perfect.
Right there. Why don't you go to the mic? Here.
Hey, we got our t-shirt. Can I get a medium? Yeah, y'all hungry people?
See if there's another.
No, just tell him to come in. He's already doing it. Here.
Yeah, no, hold on.
Go, Mike. Go. Talking to the mic.
Go.
Coach, he probably went home. They gonna interview us?
Bring it over, Coach.
We're all seeing.
Hey, good job, man.
Let you hold it. Yeah.
Good job, man.
Coach Duffy, come on up. It's live on the internet.
I got it.
All right, Coach Duffy, on behalf of the second annual PASS Air Assault, we'd like to congratulate Rancho Verde on the 2010 champion passing tournament. Good job. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
T-shirts for you guys. guys, you got them all right back there.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, you want to talk to us for a minute?
Sure.
Right there.
Thanks, guys.
Coach, congratulations. Let's talk about the semifinal game for a minute, because La Sierra just kind of came out and jumped on you quick, and you guys really did a nice job of coming back. But talk about that game. I think it's going to show how competitive that league's going to be.
Yeah, they did a really nice job. They played really hard. Their kids, came out and were confident and just started building, making good plays, and it kind of snowballed. Then our guys snapped out of it late, right at the end there. So it was good to see us fight back.
I felt like there was some confidence in your team. They have confidence in each other to kind of like, we can come back from this, no worries, we'll be okay. There wasn't any panic, it seemed like.
Yeah, no, there wasn't. But it's not a cockiness, but they were kind of confident. It felt like, if we just do what we're going to do, and the defense will make a few plays. Defense came up with some stops and some interceptions, and the offense went down and scored fast, and kind of got lucky with the time there at the end of the game and stuff.
Now, La Quinta, we're trying to remember the divisions, how the divisions work.
They're in the new division that we're in.
Right.
So it's the Palm Desert La Quinta schools, the Mount Baldy League, our league, and the Colton,
San Andreas
Carter new into that league. So
a lot of potentially a lot of familiar faces in this tournament, because you see your two league opponents, you see the possible CIF opponent as well, and then La Quinta.
Right.
I mean, so it's kind of an interesting. Do you like that situation, or would you rather not see these many familiar opponents later at this point in the year?
No, I thought it was good, and actually I think Coachella Valley and also Palm Desert are here. So it's good. Everybody gets a chance to see what the other guys are doing, because we've never really competed with that league, so it was good to see what those guys are like. They're really good. That's a great program. I think those guys are well coached, and the kids played hard. And
historically, the Quinta's not afraid. I mean, they go and play Norco and Colton, and they play a tough schedule every year.
Yeah, I don't know their schedule, but I know they're just a great program. And their kids lift weights hard, and they're good.
Talk about the quarterback rotation. We saw Travis, obviously, and then the other quarterback. What was his name?
Jordan Jones.
And talk about him for a minute.
Yeah, they're both going to be seniors, and Jordan is a little more of a zone read, sprint out, QB run type of guy. So it'll be the package when he's in will be different than Travis will still run the same one he's been running for the past 2 years. And we don't change the overall thing. It's just when Jordan's in, there'll be a few of those plays that he'll run more often. That can kind of play to his strengths as an athlete.
And he did a nice job kind of leading the comeback too in the semifinal game too as well. And the tight end too, who made like a million catches in the two games. We don't remember what his name was either. We'll talk about him.
Junior Pomey.
Okay,
yeah,
Junior.
He's a commit to UCLA. He's a 3-year starter like Travis. They came in, they started as sophomores. And he's just gotten bigger, stronger, and better. Played in a lot of these types of games and done a lot of camps. And so he likes this stuff and likes to compete. He's really competitive.
Right. Yeah. And it is, for passing league, I mean, it's probably, for your offense, probably a key thing. But do you put a lot of emphasis on it or not?
Just 2 tournaments for us this year. The emphasis is on our defense playing their D. Linebackers step up, take their read steps, get in their drops. We play man, cover 3, cover 2, cover 4 if they're if it's a long distance situation. And on offense, we ran about 4 plays. We're just going to keep running those plays. That's what we do in the regular season.
Right.
And we just try to get better at it.
Great. All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Good luck and congratulations. Talk to you later.
Appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye. Dave Zink.
Second, we've got Travis Champion.
Travis Champion. All right. Okay.
Kind of sum up.
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing with Duffy, they said that his team, they don't play a lot of these passing league tournaments, but what they do is they want to come out and compete. So this is their second tournament. They're done, I think, for the year with passing. Talking about the two, where are we going? Oh, here he comes. You want to jump in and do this one?
Oh, you got it.
All right. Well, Travis Champion. Congratulations, Travis.
Thank you.
Nice job today. You guys, we were talking about the La Sierra game because they jumped on you guys quickly, but you guys didn't seem to be too worried about that.
Oh no, with the La Sierra, we just, we came out light. We were trying to, we took them a little easy, but we stepped it up, turned up the gear and got into them.
Right. What do these passing tournaments do for you guys? What do they teach? What do you learn from them?
Really just basically going through your reads, 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of really pre-snap read, going through that, kind of really getting back into it, so that's really the main focus for us.
Right. And what's the rest of the off season look for you guys? Lots of time in the weight room, just throwing. What are you gonna do?
Off season, it's just weight room and field and just throwing. That's pretty much it. We're kind of done, shutting it down with 7-ons and just straight weight room and field right now.
All right. Critically, what do you guys need to improve upon after kind of thinking about this whole tournament?
Pretty much, I think we'll have to work on it. I had to make a few throws that I didn't make, and then just running the routes hard.
Right.
Okay? When our guys run hard, they get open. We were successful. So when they jogged is when we kind of had some trouble.
You threw a pick here against La Quinta. You looked to the left and then went back to the right and threw it. Have that ball back. I mean, were there a few throws like that where you said, darn it?
Yeah, it was a few of the throws. It was when I hesitated a little bit. I still went with it. I have to, learn not to, when I hesitate, just either tuck in and run or throw it away.
Right.
So.
There's a lot of familiar faces here that you could see. You saw 2 league opponents in the quarters and the semis, and you see La Quinta is a team you could possibly play in the playoffs down the road. Do you like being familiar with opponents?
Yeah, it kind of gives, sets a basis for what we're, coming up to see in the season. So, but it kind of gives, it's bad and good. I don't like it because our guys kind of get a little big-headed, but also
right.
We're a step above them. So
right. How about playing when it's 104 degrees outside?
Yeah, it's hot. We had to kind of overcome that, but
when you got up this morning, you think, oh man, it's gonna be a long day.
Oh yeah, it's been a long day. But we had our parents. They had cutting up watermelon and a lot of water with us, so we were good. So.
Great. All right, Travis Champion, Rancho Verde quarterback. Travis, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you. We'll see you. We'll talk to you later in the season. All right, this is Louis Amistoy for HS Game Time Live. Dave Zink, you want to come out here and chat with me for a minute? I have your microphone right here. I can hand it to you because I'm double mic'd, right? Yes.
Well, there we go.
So, are you actually in the frame?
I don't know. Am I in the frame, guys?
Yeah, you look good. All right, so I'm not going to get close to you because you're sweaty.
Yeah, whatever, dude. So are you. Another hot day in the desert.
Right.
Good fun.
And, basically a good tournament, a lot of good teams we were going to see throughout the year. We saw a great performance by La Sierra in the semifinals. We saw a La Quinta team we'll see in the playoffs. We saw Arlington continuing to do well. I mean, I'm really big on Arlington. I'm huge on Rancho Verde. I love the way they play. I like Pete Duffy's style. I love their athleticism. They've got a lot of good kids. Obviously, it's going to be interesting to see them as well. West Valley played well. Tahakawitz played well as well. If you look at who La Quinta had to go through to get here and who Rancho Verde had to go through to get here, a very interesting road as we've seen. So.
And I think in the 2 weekends that we've seen, roughly 20 or 25 teams, you can start picking out a few of the players that we could probably see at the end of the year getting some individual honors along
Junior,
with right there. No, he's a senior. Right. Travis Champion will be a senior.
Junior Palm.
He's a senior also. They were both, as he said, brought up as sophomores, and this is their 3rd varsity year. But both of those guys, I'm going to suspect, are going to be on some all-league teams, some all-CIF teams. Right. And Travis Champion shows that he's in his 3rd year as a starting quarterback varsity. He pretty much picked apart defenses when he wanted to. Other than that, you see Arlington here again this week. They're there last week. Hey, they're not a passing team. I don't know if they're going to use passing, but I think in the words of Superior Reed, you got to be able to practice the passing game because you got to get people out of the 10 in the box scheme and make them have to cover receivers so you can give the lanes, because they're a running team, give the lanes to runners.
Now the teams, I want to break down real quick. The teams that we've seen so far, I'd say the most athletic team, obviously, Rancho Verde.
Yes.
I would give West Valley a lot of credibility in that area as well, and we'll see those 2 teams, I think, in the opening weekend of week 1 or week 0. I can't remember the exact date, but West Valley and Rancho Verde played each other very early on. I think the most disciplined team that we've seen in the last 2 weeks was Murrieta Valley winning the tournament last week. I think Arlington, you have nothing to worry about. You will see you deep into the playoffs as well. I think physicality goes to Paloma Valley. They'll be much improved this year, and some teams that I think need a lot of work.
West Valley, for that matter.
Well, that's true.
Very physical team,
right.
And they were up to the task. Last week we saw them against Paloma Valley, losing in overtime, but that was pretty much a coin toss game. I mean, really, anybody could have won that game. So it's a good start for some teams. Other teams that kind of just came and went. I don't know, Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's all the time we have for today here on HS Game Time Live. I'm Louis Amistoy.
David Zink.
We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.